Okay. How do you define compassion?
I think compassion is having empathy toward another person or being, and relating that empathy in some sort of external action. So it's not just thinking about how you're sorry for someone or how you understand what they're going through, it's acting on it as well and making them feel comfortable and like they're wrapped in kindness. That's my answer.
Okay. Explain what you think motivates people to act compassionately.
I think that there are a lot of different things that can motivate people. You hope that the answer is that people naturally want to connect with other people and you want other people to make you feel safe and you make other people feel safe. But I'm sure there are a lot of other factors, that other driving forces like a reward system. Well, if I'm nice to this person in the future, they'll help me out with this. Or, a lot of not so morally correct ways that people are motivated to be compassionate, but you hope that it's some sort of innate thing that's built into people where it's just pure good.
Okay. And the third question kind of goes along with it. And the third question is describe what factors determine how and when we act with compassion.
Yeah, that was kind of what I just said. Well, I think when you act with compassion is when something inside you feels, like I was talking about empathy before, feels something for the other person. So I think it's really hard to be compassionate in a fake way, but people are. But usually it starts with, "Oh, I know what you feel like. I know what you're going through. Let me give you some words of advice. Let me tell you that I'm here for you. Let me give you this, branch of kindness." So I think it kind of starts with just having that empathy first. It's just feeling it in yourself, feeling that twang of, "Oh, I know what that feels like." I think that's kind of the thing that really starts off a lot of compassion. But like I said, there's a lot of not so moral ways that people do it as well, where it's more, "Oh, I see they're having a bad day. I bet if I give them, a cupcake or something at lunch, maybe, it's my boss. Maybe I'll get a raise next quarter because they'll remember that, And it's this fake compassion. But I think, it's hard to kind of decipher when people do that as well.
Okay. And the last question is explain if you believe there is any limits to compassion. What are they and why do they exist?
Yeah, I think there are limits to compassion. I think one of the big ones is self preservation. So you can kind of feel bad for someone or want to reach out to someone so much, but it ends up hurting you in the end. It's draining your resources, it's draining from your life. It takes too much sacrifice to help that person, and that's where the limit is. I don't think that you can say every time that this is going to be the limit, because I think it's always case by case. It's always about the two people that are involved or more than two people. But I think there is always a limit. And it's, like I said, based on self preservation. And I'm sorry, I can't help you anymore. It's taking away from this in my life. Or if I am compassionate toward you, it means that I'm helping a cause that I don't stand for. Like things like that. I think those are all limits to compassion.
Okay.